Hello my dear friend, this is my first video on this English-speaking channel. I am a YouTuber from Russia, my nickname is kamikadzedead. 10 years already telling fresh news about the life in my country. And today my girlfriend and I decided to create this channel, English-speaking channel, on which I could tell you and explain some plain things, simple to everyone who lives in Russia, but not so simple to every foreigner who doesn't know nothing about my country. So the first topic I'd like to speak about is pedophiles in my country, how they are treated, and what's their destiny, what's their future, what does the majority of the population of my country thinks about them. It's widely known that Vladimir Putin, our president, loves to kiss children. Not his children, but someone's children. When he sees them, crowd is just applauding. Crowd is furious with happiness when the crowd sees Putin kisses some child or touches the child. Maybe a bit more tender than it is needed to touch a child when you are a dictator. So my advice to Vladimir Putin is to learn how Hitler touched children. The crowd never thought that Hitler is a pedophile. And if you Google Putin pedophile, you'll find some information. But it's just the beginning. There was a local crisis in Saratov. It's the capital city of one of our regions, Saratovskaya Oblast. There was a child killer who met a girl while she was walking to the school and strangled her to death. About 2,000 people started to search for this girl throughout the city. Police started to look for the victim and for the perpetrator as well, and as they succeeded, they didn't tell anything to the volunteers. Even more, they helped the perpetrator, the killer of the girl, to get away from the rage of the crowd. Just imagine, they gave him the police uniform so he could melt in the crowd, like it is done in Assassin's Creed or in Hitman, and crowd couldn't find him. Something should be told about the personality of this killer. He has been already the third part of his life in prison. He is a former rapist, he is a former burglar, and many other crimes that he has been sentenced to. Police authorities and just the court authorities never cared much for this person when he got out of prison. Just do anything what you want. You shouldn't go each month to the police station to inform that I'm okay, there are no bad thoughts in my mind. No, he just lived his own life, this former rapist and former burglar. So no surprise, one day he just killed the girl. The main aim of all the prisons throughout the world is to change the person from a terrible killer to a regular member of the society. Unfortunately, that's not the situation in Russia. When you get in prison in Russia, you come out even more criminal than you have been before you entered the prison. Not only even more criminal, but also you have connections. You have power in this criminal world. So you shouldn't wonder that police uniform was given, and later police protected him from the angry volunteers who wanted to find the girl. Furthermore, another story from our different region, Tatarstan, and what he did with man. He touched the girl, little girl, who he lived with her mother, when she was with no clothes, and he was with no clothes. If you know Russian language, you can read the articles I show you, but the information I give you is just as it is in news articles. So this pedophile who was convicted and the court told him he was guilty, but sentenced only to 5 years, but not in prison, but 5 years of labor. Cleaning streets, repairing autos, something like that. No prison for the pedophile. And if a person has no connections, he will get to prison after he just seated on the couch near a girl. Nonsense, this guy didn't do anything, but he sits already not the first year in the prison. And pedophile from Tatarstan is feeling okay, just doing the necessary labor work. That's what you should know about the court system in Russia. About the justice. Our country is starving for justice. Our country doesn't have any death penalty. But if we had death penalty, it would be used mainly on the opposition to get rid of Putin's rivals. Guys, it's my first video in English. Sorry for my pronunciation, sorry for misspoken words. Anyway, I'd like to know what other topics you are interested in. Just write them in the comments, and I'd like you to be honest with me, because I'm honest with you when I'm speaking about Russia. My country is in terrible position. Revolution is imminent, and what we are facing now is just a huge, great decoration. Putin is making Russia not great. He is destroying it, trying to make the facade of the country for foreigners be colorful, welcoming. Don't believe it. It's a huge lie. See you!